Michael Cornelius Wang. Your time has come. It is that time of the year where you show us if you sold out or showed up. It's that time of the year where you show us if you disappointed us or not. Because every single year we expect 2K16, we expect 2K17, we expect 2K19, we expect 2K11, we expect greatness. And I'm sick and tired of seeing these gameplay trailers. I'm sick and tired of seeing these trailers look like they're the best thing since sliced bread, and then they come and they're just moldy bread. I'm done with that, Mike Wang. I'm done. Don't get it wrong. I'm still gonna play the game, but I'm done. You got one more opportunity. You got one more chance. And I'm hoping to God that this game is what it needs to be.
I just shot my shot at this little dot. I'm trying to crit neck on her big neck. My niggas selling crit.
Shooting and dribbling are more accessible and intuitive, enabling players of all skill levels to flourish on the court.
Now, I feel like this is really self-explanatory, you know, but see, my thing is, I'm not sure if that sounds the way that bro thinks that it sounds. Because remember in past 2Ks, we have had like the shooting at all levels on the court. You know, he was saying that, you know, if it's Hall of Fame, All-Star, whatever, like it'll adjust. If you play My League Online, you know, you don't have to time your shots the same way because obviously you're not expected to know everybody's jump shot. But like in the past, like I remember 2K17, shooting was very, very simplified for everybody, right? And what did they do? They cracked down on it so hard that sharpshooting builds were pointless unless you could green your build. So I want to see if that backfires for them or if it actually works and does something.
Euros, hop steps, and scoops are much more effective this year, and I'd encourage everyone to try out layup timing.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, like this is cool and all, but speaking from somebody who plays a lot of 2K, the layups were never hard, especially without timing. Like I would be making just regular circus shots on occasion, you know? So listen, I didn't think there needed to be an update in layups. I think it's more so defense. I feel like defense is what needs to be updated. And of course, the demigod types of builds that everybody makes. The metas need to be calmed down.
You can now branch out of any offensive rebound to a putback attempt by simply pressing the shot button after the catch. Post fades and hop shots are also really effective shots for post players.
Now, this is a very, very underrated change in my opinion. Just for one, playing in the post has been snubbed so much. Like, I understand that they don't want it to be 2K17 again, where post players were just absolutely dominant. I know y'all remember Orlando and Chicago, Nadex, all of them. Post players were really dominant in that game, whether it was post phase, the post hot fade. But playing 2K23 and enjoying post builds myself, I am able to acknowledge that yes, it is a lot harder to move into the post than I think it should be if you have a high post rating. So this is actually a very underrated change, as well as the offensive rebounding change. You know, it definitely is great, just because it's always weird, like when you have the offense rebound, like before it was you had to hold square to jump and get it, but now actually hitting triangle and then holding square in the air, I feel like that's better.
But in order to get high percentage shots, you need to know how to create separation off the dribble.
Mike Wang. You talking to me, man, but you are not talking to the Twitter community. You are not talking to the X community, or because we all seen the war right now. I don't like what it sounds like Mike is proposing is realistic dribbling. If we, which we do, know how NBA 2K players are, especially like the half that's the dribble heads and then the other half that likes realistic gameplay, we know this might not, sit well with the dribble heads. But I think Mike needs to really hold down on this one, because I'm sick and tired of seeing the same combos over and over again. And I really do hope the dribble breakdowns actually mean something like he says they do.
When pulling off dribble combos or moving short distances. This gives dribblers much more freedom to create off the bounce. Losing adrenaline won't feel like moving in mud like last year.
See, like I was saying, it sounds like they're trying a more realistic approach. Like, I like realistic gameplay. I like the gameplay to feel like I'm actually playing basketball, because I do play basketball in real life, So I enjoy being able to do moves that I can do in real life. So I hope, once again, that this is how it actually is. I hope that they do have that realistic gameplay to the point where these dribble breakdowns in the pro play make everything look smooth and look like simulation. Of course, a little bit arcadey at times with the contact dunks and everything. But dribbling does not have to be left, right, left, right, left, right combo, because that just defeats the purpose of the game. And then it makes the casual players not want to play. It makes the tryhards always mad when they lose. It just doesn't create a healthy gameplay environment. So I hope the dribble breakdowns are actually really good.
Knowing how to operate away from the ball is just as important. NBA 2K24 features new right analog stick jukes and other quick explosive moves to free yourself up for a shot.
This is also a very underrated change. I like to move off the ball as well. I like to use the right stick. I remember like NBA Live, there was a lot of off-ball movement and it felt really good to play on. So I do hope that this is true, because as we know, the most useless badge in 2K is that off-ball maestro. Like it doesn't really do anything. So I hope that it actually has a purpose for, like sharpshooting builds.
And counter moves are big in NBA 2K24. Perimeter and paint defense are both more effective and reward players for making good reads.
See, this I endorse. I endorse this heavy. I really do hope that they allow defense to be defense, because what 2K keeps doing is they keep giving to the offense and make it easier for players to score. So if you make a lockdown build, it doesn't even matter, because if that person does the right, left, right combo, no matter how high your defense is, they're going to blow right by you and do some dumb stuff. So I'm happy that they are trying to balance it a lot more. Especially with the body up stuff. If you didn't see, they are penalizing the offense if they get bodied up on defense. So I'm looking forward to that a lot.
Directional steals are also back. You need to reach with the correct hand closest to the ball and avoid reaching across the body.
See, people forgot about directional steals. 2K17, I remember they had directional steals with my lockdown. That was cool. Like I could control the directions that I went to. What 2K does is they put great features in and then take it out for some reason. Directional steals need to stay in the game. They definitely help you with better, individual control on defense, and they will lead to more steals. I feel like we'll see, if you time it right on the right hand, I feel like you'll see more steals.
Instead of assigning a takeover ability as part of the build process, now you can choose a category of attributes to boost on the fly.
Now, this is actually an interesting concept. As we know, before takeover, you could just choose whatever you wanted to do. You could choose if you wanted your lockdown build to have sharpshooting takeover if their attribute was high enough. I feel like this is a very monumental change, because it's not like, it doesn't crack your build per se. It will make more sense, and it'll allow you to adjust on a game-to-game basis if it is manual, like he says. I feel like it can be experimental, it can be good, but I don't think it solves the problem of a lockdown being able to splash threes like their Steph Curry because of their takeover. Because say they do have double takeover and they choose to put both of those boosts towards shooting, you know what I mean? So I want to see how they balance that, but if they do it correctly, it could be something special. However, I do miss the grand badge days where you could, like, you were assigned to takeover. I missed that day, because then it gave your build like a unique sense. Like if you wanted a specific takeover, you had to make your build in a specific way. I felt like it was more meaningful. Now going into the screenshots, as you see right here, rep is back. Thank you, 2K. The season rewards, that was so dumb. It gave no incentive, like it just didn't, for me, it didn't make sense. and it really stopped because you had to be a tryhard. You couldn't like just take breaks from the game. So I am happy to see that rep is back. I'm happy to see that you don't have to play the game every day anymore to have a high rep, and it should make the road to legend a lot more interesting. Again, thank you 2K. And now for my brother in builds, Uncle Demi, you see, rest assured, NBA 2K24 will celebrate all heights, whether you're a small guard, tall guard, stretch, yada yada yada. The new builder is all about balance. The true skill gap will emerge when a player creates a balanced build so good it's dubbed a demi. That's the mark of skill. As a builder, I like to hear this. I like to hear that, you know, balance is the new best. So balance is the new best. That's key. That's cool. So I'm hoping that it actually is like that. I'm hoping we're not getting lied to. And then lastly, for the small stuff, it's just on their page. Of course, we already know about pro play. I feel like pro play will actually be really fun, you know, because if you don't know, or if you don't play FIFA uses pro play, and it gives all of their players very unique and dynamic animations. So just being able to see Steph Curry and Kobe's real in-game animations, I feel like that just provides so much to the game. And it'll definitely be a very, very useful thing over the years to come. Now, next up, as you see, we have my NBA in the W. We have the new LeBron era. People online are saying they should be called the Curry era, but let's be real. It's not the Curry era, it's the Warriors era. Remember KD? KD was on that team too, my guy. So let's calm down a little bit. And the W, I mean, they look like they're trying to do more with it. They have different my career paths, but I'm just saying this right now. The W can either start at a 75 overall or an 85 overall. I swear 2K, if you start us at a 60 overall, I'm going to do something scandalous. And lastly, you see Mamba moments. We had Jordan moments last year. Now we have Mamba moments. So this should be a fun, you know, end of year, start of year type of thing to play on. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, y'all. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think down below. Let me know how y'all feel about 2K24. But until then, I'm out. Peace.